What is up, everybody? What's going on? What is going on? Glad to see everybody here. Well, not see, but glad that all of you guys are tuning in. Hump Day, Wednesday, back again. You know what that means? Goat Milk Diaries. Guys, here it is our safe man space. We get to talk about anything and everything. But today we got to talk about something that got me a little worked up, got me a little hot. We got to talk about this before we move on to any subject in the whole show. And I'm going to bring on my boy to help me out with this. But damn, guys, I saw that live video with Ben Walker. Shout out to Ben Walker and the boys out there in his podcast, Spanning the Globe. They'll be on tomorrow. Check them out. Can't miss them. But it was about a situation he had, and it got me thinking, why are we sleeping? Why are we always letting ourselves getting jacked up like this, left and right? Makers are making their living off our hard-earned money, guys. And we're letting them get away with murder pretty much in the hobby. Just doing whatever they want, still bad-mouthing everything you do, and not delivering. Guys, we're in control here. We made a movement here. We can make a movement to have us in control. We need to really stop paying all these makers everything in advance and then get nothing but bullshit promises along the way. It's got to stop. It's got to stop. It's got to stop, guys. Now, speaking of stop, let's bring on the law man here. Mr. Take that P. Dill himself. My boy, Mr. Easy-E, Ethan Thompson, baby.
What is good in the hood on this Monday?
Brother.
Wednesday, actually.
Wednesday.
Fucked up. That's how
it's
fucked up this week has been.
Oh, God. How's your Wednesday so far, man?
Bro, it was terrible. Work was terrible. I have management that is like, I got anxiety, so like I don't like people fiddling with my shit. And so I when I do, I have things in a particular way I like, and it's mine here. I'm good. And I had one manager come up today and was just like fucking with my shit, laughing about it. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? What is this like this? This shouldn't be like this. It's like this because this is my work, not your work. Your work's in a computer in there. My work's right here. Go away.
Yeah.
And he just fucking fiddled with everything. So I finally I took everything off of the desk and just threw it on the floor.
Fuck.
I was so fucking pissed. And I get called, of course, I get called the manager's office. And what's going on, bro?
Spiel.
Yeah, what's going on, bro? Why the hostility? It's not hostility. It's called anxiety. But you guys don't understand that I keep comprehending. I have certain things I have to do a certain way, and you guys keep fucking with them.
Yeah, I totally get that, man.
I was like, but if you want, I can call corporate, and I can explain to them that my management team isn't taking in consideration my mental health on certain things that I have to do, and we can go from there. Bro, we ain't gonna go all that way. We ain't gonna go there around. Just make sure we're cool. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
And this is why, guys. And this is why, guy. Brought to you today by my medicine here. Smokies, we're trying that salty caramel today. Caramel, I don't know what the hell you guys want to call it. I say caramel. Caramel.
Yeah,
is that
still, like,
is that still a thing?
I'm drinking the Old Smokies liquid caramel. So while you're popping this, you gotta fill me in. I missed the Ben Walker, obviously. I missed the Ben Walker live. So I'm a little in the dark.
Ooh, damn. Give me a second here. Woo, that's good. I gotta do an extra little drizzle on this.
Are you mixing it with something?
It's just Coke.
Okay.
Coca-Cola, guys. Coca-Cola. Just clear that shit up. just because you might be having your kids watch.
The internet. It's 2024. We don't know what's going on.
So, guys, basically what I was saying is Ben Walker had a little incident. He went live on the group on Championship Belt Brothers. Okay, and he was hot. He was hot. I mean, he was lit. He was ready to jump on a plane and go whoop some ass on somebody.
Grandpa shaking a stick, just
brother, you don't mess with grandpa. People just don't learn. But which brings me back to the whole thing where this all can be avoided, but we really need to stop doing that damn $300 deposit, $500 cash out on these makers. There are some makers, guys. There are some makers that are good. But guys, the ones that I could trust in this whole hobby after like 2 years of doing what I do and following the hobby, all in this hand.
Yep.
Right here. Right here. This is all I can trust. And
everything
that's
else?
it. Is these guys make they make up names for groups and belt companies like on the fly. Body Slam Championship belts, Knucklehead Championship belts, Clothesline Championship belts, Dirty Mat Championship belts.
And you have to realize a lot of these guys that do these scamming and shit as far as makers, they just come back as a different name.
Exactly. They come back as a different maker.
There was a maker, Newman Ali, that had like
same
four
maker,
different egos.
Yeah, same asshole, different name. And the thing is, like, what's really gonna make these guys? Because, okay, what's gonna make these guys learn about your word is your bond? What's gonna really stick it to them? I'm in the United States, and I'm held to a certain responsibility, certain quality, and I make sure I meet that. We're not in a perfect world. I can trip, flip, flop, whatever, but it's how you get up and you go back with those people and take care of those people along the way. But these guys just don't care. They don't care. Why? Because they're overseas. They know you're not going to take a short drive to their house and put an ass whooping on things. You're not going to show up to their business door and, hey, what happened to that order? It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. The only way we can control that, and I sure hope that this gets around, it needs to be honestly done, because I've been doing it behind doors, telling all these makers. They've been hitting me up all the time, and I go, send me a free belt. Send me a free belt. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I've done my hard work. I've done my research. I'm not going to pat myself on the shoulder or pop a collar or nothing like that. But I built a certain reputation. I'm not a greenhorn anymore. Like, if I'm going to push you in any way or recommend you in any way, I'm not going to do it out of my money. You're going to benefit. You're going to sell more belts. Yet I'm sitting here promoting you and not getting paid a damn dime to do it. You know what I mean?
But
like,
what people have to
putting my
understand,
reputation along with yours too.
You're doing a reputation and everything, but people have to. I think people need to understand the financials behind it though, a little bit. So, and I watch a lot of YouTube, like Pakistan. I'm fascinated with the country. I want to go there.
I really want to go. No lie. We talked about this.
Yeah, but with hold on one second, my dog's spazzing out. Gunner, shut up.
That was me. I thought that
Stop
was
calling
me.
him.
My dog is.
Gunner, stop. Okay, anyway, sorry about that.
No worries.
The way the money works is current exchange is $1 US, 1 Indian rupee is 12 cents. You can go to a street vendor and watch them order a pizza in a Pakistani street for 1 rupee.
Wow.
So these cheap belts, that you're still paying $300 for, is a lot of fucking money to them.
It's a lot of currency for them, man. Can you believe that shit? And here's the thing. I don't mind paying once something is done. But the thing is, like, okay, I'll place the order. Here's $50. Here's $50. Get it started. It's gonna take you said a month. Okay, hit me back in 2 weeks and show me some improvement. Show me some steps. And a couple weeks after that, I want to see, hey, okay, this. Inspect it one last time. Is the paint right? Is the gold looking okay? Is the strap the way you want it tooled? Is this way and the other? And if it ain't, and they still can't just get it right, it's worth me saying, you know what? Screw the $50. Just go on with yourself. I never have to deal with you again. And like Ben said, pay these fuckers to go away and stay away, because that's where a bad belt experience should begin with, not a review when you finally receive the belt at your house and it's total shit. The belt, the leather's crap, the snaps are rusted, there's tarnish all over the place. That's not the time to review it. The time to review it is before it even leaves. Now let's get in on some comments, guys, and give our hellos and see who's here on the line. Vinny, we have Mr. Vinny Carquito. What's up, brother?
What up, Big Green?
Awesome.
I don't
guy.
even call him Vinny anymore.
Awesome,
That's just
man.
Big Green.
God is good, brother. God is good. What's up, Kevin?
What up, Kev?
Hey, brother. Exactly. We got Scott Arthens here. What's up, brother? What's going on? Good to see you here. And the wonderful Mr. Platinum Swords.
Goat milk makes all pain go away.
It makes it all go away. Believe me. Too much of something, though. Too much of anything is bad for you. Just remember that. Be responsible.
Whether it's goat milk's making the pain go away, or you use goat milk, greatest of all times.
Yeah, exactly. There. Just saying, because we change in the podcast
game, the community. 12 gauge.
This around right here, around this. What's up, Michael? What's going on, brother? Much love to you, brother. We have Drew in the house. What's up, Drew? What's going on, brother? He says, "Good evening, brothers."
While you're giving me shout outs, I'll continue to ramble about these makers.
Oh yeah.
The more able maker, a low end maker, the worse off it's going to be. You get a guy like Benoit. If you notice, the market in the belt hobby, anyways, right now just sucks. It's just terrible.
What's up, Rob? What's going on, brother? Always good to see you here too, man.
It had a regular, I believe it had a regular Intercontinental logo plate, but
That's a good question. It's a good question.
The paint was missing. I'll shoot you a picture of the actual belt. I got a few pictures of it, so you can have them for reference. It didn't say Warrior until he got a winged eagle, the black winged eagle. I believe the black winged eagle was the first winged eagle that had the nameplate on
it. I know, Vinny. Oh man, that's like the whole in stock. I have in stock now.
I have nightmares of in stock belts.
I mean, brother, why? Okay, you have it in stock? Show me a video. Show it to me.
I'm gonna give you a list.
Here's a deposit of $50. Ship the belt to me, and when I get tracking and I see the belts on my way, I'll send you the rest. That's how that should go from now on. Honestly, guys, it's got to be that way. It's got to be that way.
For me, my personal list of trusted belt makers is not a long list, so don't obviously you have your classic shields. Nawaz is probably number one in my book due to I'm blocked by classic shields, but due to just his communication. We talk. He's a great guy, fantastic belts. Alianis, another fantastic maker that I love seeing him post pictures of him getting CNC machines and just the advancement that he's doing.
As much as money as he's making, though, man, Ali, I've been in your inbox every week, brother. Please listen to me. Change your damn welding system on the back for those bolts. Change it. Your spot welder is Baba Kaka.
You don't want that. You don't want that reputation because that's what Mateen went through. Mateen went through that bolt breaking shit for a while.
Dude, what's up, it's Brian and we got BA in the house.
It's long when it's wet, Ben. My hair is just curly naturally, so it just curls up. But anyway, so you got Alianis, Classic Shields, Nawaz. Really turned on by Great Custom Belts. I think he's really on his way.
I think this year we're gonna have a vote on the show. We'll do a vote and we'll see the results. We definitely have to put one in for Best Maker of the Year, Most Improved Maker of the Year, Belt of the Year. What maker made the best belt that stood out to all of us during the year? You know what I mean? We definitely need to do that and see what people think. But for me, Alianis took a step down for me. His etching, his plating is fine. It's awesome. Whoever cuts his plates, because that's something we don't really talk about much. The people who cut the plates,
that's a skill.
And the way they smooth the edges. A lot of makers will just cut plates and all the edges you can see all the saw marks. It's rough. Nobody takes the time to sand and smooth and polish those edges out really nice. You know what I mean? I've seen that even on Classic Shields plates. So definitely that's something they need to step up. But
the bolts will worry me.
Yeah, and see his main problem with that is he uses a spot welding gun. Okay,
he's using the copper studs, the M5.
Yeah, and the problem is that's good if you're gonna weld on certain materials.
Yeah,
it doesn't have the same welding strength on zinc. If the plates were steel, oh man, you could spot weld one and hit that thing with a hammer and it would not come off.
But zinc's predominantly softer, so
and the heat when it welds kind of makes it porous. That's why it's better to braze weld. You know what I mean? Kind of like when you weld a plumbing pipe. That's the best way to do it. There's really no best way to do it, man. I've never honestly had a problem with studs from a maker that sold me a belt for $250, $200, that the studs were welded by hand, brazed. But for some reason, Alianis, I've had 5-6 belts problem back after. I mean,
that's and that's good to get out there because it's disappointing, and that's good for people to look out for because the guy does great leather, he does great plates, but it's and you figure those bolts are what, a 1 cent expenditure that you're trying to cheap out on. That's gonna ruin your reputation.
I mean, literally in the United States, it's 20 cents will buy you a box of those studs over there. Best guy in the game right now. Like if we're talking,
I got a gun to your head right now. Bam.
For securing bolts?
No, but just best maker right now. Gun. Bang.
Nawaz.
Agreed.
Nawaz.
He's inboxing me. I inboxed him because he posted up a Macho IC a little bit ago. I think I'm gonna pull the trigger. I'm just like,
you know what? You know what's funny? We say that because Nawaz is someone that I've gone to different makers. I like the results. I like the artwork. I like the work. But just when it comes down to the complete fit and finish for a certain amount of money, it's just I rub my face and go, I should have just done the Nawaz. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how it is. The reason why I go to other makers is if a customer has a budget that's $100 less than Nawaz, can't do it. I'm forced to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
I'm not scrambling looking around for a guy. I have my guys, but out of these 5 people I know, one of the guys is not even a belt maker. He makes plates for everybody else.
It's very common. That's the thing is,
a lot of these low-end makers,
a lot of these low-end makers you guys are coming across that are, you know, the $200, $250, $300 range, they just go to Salcott and go to the markets and buy the plates. Like, you'd be surprised of like how much you can get at that market.
Yeah.
But with Nawaz, I've gotten a belt where DHL opened the box and cut the plastic and put just a score from one Intercontinental plate to the other. I told him, I was like, bro, I know it's not your fault. It's repackaged DHL.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you handle it how you want to handle it. You just tell me what I need to do. We'll get this belt rolling. You just send me new plates.
There we go. And Nawaz has done that before with me. He's done that before. I mean, it's really he's busy. He's not that great in communication, but when he gets to you, the problem is going to be solved. He's going to solve it for you. He's going to solve it for you. And you know what, Rob? Dream Championship belts is a guy that keeps coming up. I've seen it. And this is just, I'm not talking bad about the guy or his work, but just if you're a guy like me that likes to buy belts for, let's say, $550, $600 and up, I'm not really impressed with Dream Championship belts. But the main reason for that is because his budget, what he's shooting for, the customers, he's doing fantastic for them. If you buy a belt from him for like $250, you're gonna get a good belt for $250. You're gonna be all right.
And I think that's where we need to break down the list of tiers, because like Spanning the Globe, they're unique spirits. Does a lot of belts for him, and I believe he's in that $300 range. So we need to have the group of trusted $300 makers, trusted next tier of your higher end SD, because Nawaz's SD would be the higher end of a lot of these guys' belts that they could do.
Yeah, even like, if you guys, my recommendation, if you want to get a nice SD belt, go to Leonas. His etching is super crisp, super clean. It's just not going to be as deep for his SD belts, but his HD is phenomenal, man. It's very nice.
I want to take the leap to Great Custom Belts because I talked to him a lot. He's a nice guy. He inboxes me. Real nice guy. I helped him a lot. I turned him on to those 8mm sidebars that he's doing now, because I think those kind of sidebars and those little nuances really change a belt and kind of separate himself from other people. And I want an oversized Winged Eagle. I want one of them big. I want one of them big ones. Just for me. But I think that's where I'll probably go next.
Michael says, I've had Nawaz tell me to sell a belt and send him the money and send the belt back to him and pay shipping. I don't know. Like I said, we're not in a perfect world. My situation, his situation is not going to be the same as everybody's. Personally, I've never had a problem that I can remember with Nawaz. I think the biggest problem I had was I wanted a certain plates. He said they were going to be done in a certain amount of time. When I hit him up a week later, it changed from, let's say, to 2 months to 5 months. And I was like, can't do it. You know, I'm pressed for time. But perfection is going to be hard to get. Next week, for you guys that are here, just so you know, I want to bring on one of the middle guys, one of the middlemen for ORM belts. And
that's who is it? Because that's gonna be fun. I may be blocked by them.
Vince.
You know, I don't know if I'm blocked by him, but look, I
don't think you are, because I've seen you guys comment on the same groups.
Let me digress a little bit with ORM. Me and ORM had a personal spat that turned ugly. I've never once said that ORM makes a bad belt. I've never once said that ORM doesn't have good leather. I despise ORM's customer service, and I despise a few of the people that ORM is in line with. That being said, his HD work seems to be nice. I have no idea what his wait times are. I have no idea of any of that anymore. So it would be interesting to talk to Vince, because in this hobby, we don't do well with taking criticism or anything. We just block people, move on, and like, that's just, I'm not a big fan of that. I'd rather just like, yo, you can hate me, but you don't have to block me. Like, are we that childish? Like, so that's gonna be lovely to see.
Well, what I want to do is, because
Vince, send me that master you got.
There's a lot of things like floating around lately, especially after Matt debuted his Winged Eagle. I saw
no comment
on a certain person's forum that ORM is going to have something that's going to put that to shame.
How much are extras that going to cost us?
I don't know, but what I did read from the post, it said that it wasn't going to be anywhere near the price tag that Classic Shields is charging for that Eagle.
So this is where I lost friends, and it's sad. Making that constructive criticism on that belt from Classic Shields got me blocked from Classic Shields. Got me blocked from some people because I didn't agree with the price for what you got. I didn't agree with the upcharge, but then the mocking of ORM when ORM comes out with the V7 Big Eagle, and we would openly mock them, but ORM never came out with the V7 and then charged you $2,000 extra.
Brian, you're a fool, man.
BA knows. He knows. So it's one of those things. Is like I'm an asshole by nature, and I'm also fair. I'll never make fun of ORM coming out with a V7 artwork again because he's never charged $2,000 more.
So what I want to bring him on for is because I want to see where are they at now. Where are they at now? What are their processes like? What are their times? What are their more or less prices? What is their big project? I want to bring them in, talk to them about it. Because I'll be honest, I rather steer people in the direction of something equally as good, whether people in this hobby agree or not. People can be equally as good as somebody, but people have favorites, and that's what kind of impairs their judgment, I think. But I'm always open as a leather guy, and I'm always looking for plates. for my customers. I try to hunt for the best thing out there for my customers. Like, honestly, I want to see what it is that ORM can offer, because if I have to go to Classic Shields and charge my customer $1,800 for plates just because they moved 3 tail feathers to the left where they should be, versus a small detail that nobody really ever notices, and save $1,000, I'm gonna save that $1,000 for my customer. You know what I mean? Vinny says I talk to Vincent often. He doesn't have any issues with Ethan.
I don't genuinely have any issues with Vince. I genuinely don't. But again, this hobby is weird. This hobby's weird, and it's very wolf pack tribal pack mentality. And I'm guilty of it too, because, you know, we're during those COVID eras, you know, Carmine and the BAM crew and all that shit. And again, now I look back at it, I'm like, dude, what the fuck was I thinking? Like, seriously. But it is what it is.
Here's a good comment by Michael Nelson. He says, well, the person doing the art has some private matters he's dealing with, so times have been pushed back. Now, I don't know to who or what he's referring to. When I say what I mean is
Gibbons.
What bells, or you know what I mean. But here's the thing: if it's a one project, I get it. Now, if the art guy is having problems, and this goes for any belt maker, what does his problems have to do with the current art you're selling now and etching with? That should not push any times back.
You just continue running current artwork.
Keep it moving, because obviously we've seen stuff from RM before, and Classic Shields, and Alianas, and it's good stuff. It's good artwork. It's good plating. You know what I mean?
Mind you, if the artwork's egregious, then that's one thing. But like you said, if we're talking about some tail feathers being 3 centimeters left of center, and a wing claw having a millimeter open space, bro, change the record.
Yeah. Oh, he's referring to the V7. So if that's something they're working on, I get that. Totally get that. You're working on the artwork. I work on other things, get pushed back, whatever. I understand all that, man, for sure.
But continue cranking out the V6.
Yeah.
Until it's ready. And tell your customer, hey, this is what's going on with the V7. If you want to wait, you can wait. If not, you'll get the V6. Boom. That's it. Problem solved.
Here's a good question by a Facebook user. He said, what's our take on third-party makers versus what Shop is putting out? Okay.
You can't compare a Shop belt.
Here's my opinion, guys. And I've said this, and I'm going to say it again. You cannot go to Shop, WWE Shop, and you cannot get a WWF product of any kind that includes belts if you are nostalgic for having a Winged Eagle, anything WCW that is like correct art, plating, size, and leather. You can't get anything like an Intercontinental that you want to get. You can't get the big green. You cannot get a nice crumb rind. You'll get the Shop rind, but you're not going to get a crumb rind. You're not going to get certain belts from Shop. And you cannot go to a Pakistan maker and get any WWE made title that is made for a certain price and certain quality either.
Hold on, I'm gonna kick back, but I have been wanting to get with the maker and do my own rendition of a stacked network logo, because I think it's really close. Because what's happened is people have shipped them network logos, so they have dimensions and they have all this kind of stuff like that. I want it where it's CNC'd, where every stone holder CNC'd out. I want it the whole nine. But as far as WWE belts, you're not going to get a US title any better. You're not going to get the World Championship any better. None of those belts you're going to get any better.
Yeah, if you're a fan and you're a belt collector and you happen to love the network logo, the World Heavyweight title, the US Championship, the Intercontinental, you like any of those belts that are new, you're not going to get it made better by anybody overseas.
I'd like to see a stacked tag belt, because I do like the Spartan helmets.
No,
so I'd like to see something like done there.
They can pull that off. I saw a guy do one. No lie, very nice, very clean.
But like you're saying though, so I was a guy that when I first started this hobby, I had 5 different colors of the Intercontinental, 4 different colors of the Intercontinental, but they were shop belts. But then you go to a maker and you get this version. It looks different. It feels different. It smells different. It tastes different. Everything is just.
No lie.
I'm not putting down the shop stuff because shop's doing phenomenal, but shop feels more toyish than replica-ish.
Yeah, it certainly does. It certainly does, man. And you know what? There's a reason why guys like me, like Ethan, like Vinny, like a lot of these guys here, Michael, all these guys in the comments, there's a reason why we spend a certain amount of money on, and I hate calling them boots. I call them boots just to relate to everybody out there.
I call them replicas at this point. Because why is it fair? Why is it fair to let an American guy secretly make a Big Eagle, WWF logo Big Eagle, and they don't call that a boot, they call that a replica?
It's because it's made American made.
But just because it came from overseas, you're still doing the same process. You're still doing the same thing. It's a replica. Yeah. Unless it's made by Jamar, Reggie, or whoever, it's a replica.
I got a special comment here by one of my buddies. Juan Covarrubias, saludos, camarada. What's going on, brother? He's got tacos.
I've never had a torta.
And burritos, bro. They're phenomenal.
I've never had a torta.
Bro, you gotta look up on YouTube how they make tortas in Mexico City. They take like 3 avocados and just slice it and put it on one slice of the bread.
I'm a super picky eater. Hey, one. So check me out. Here's what I want. I want a carne asada burrito. I don't want none of those burnt little tips that you give away. And no, I want that juicy carne asada from the center. I want double meat. I need that queso. I need that cheese. I want that cheese pull. When I bite it and I pull, I want that cheese pull. Then I want that Spanish rice that just hits. And then I want to get burnt by the refried beans that hit your lip. You're like, fuck. Just give me that. Just meat, rice, and beans. That's the kind of carnivore I am.
Dude, that's just too awesome.
Ain't that the truth, though? On a good smacking burrito, you get that you take that bite. Anybody that isn't from California is hard-pressed to understand this and hasn't lived in California. You buy a burrito in California, right? Comes wrapped in aluminum foil, and it just looks like this aluminum foil football. We're digressing. Sorry. But you take this bite, right? And you get this meat splatter juice.
Dude.
Then you get this cheese pull, right? But then you're like, oh, there's this texture of the rice. But then you get this hit. Bam! The beans always hit you last. And you're just like, oh, fuck.
Dude, I just got to have my sauce as hot as I could fucking stand it on my food. And I
will make you disappointed. I will disappoint you right now.
It's got to have my nose running, tears coming out of my eyes, But everything in the food has to be so good that I don't want to stop eating it. I got to continue torturing myself through it.
Here's where I'm going to disappoint you as a Mexican. I'm only half Mexican. Now, you got to preface this. I'm only half Mexican.
It's all right, man.
So, hot and spicy pork rinds are spicy to me where I have to eat them with milk.
Oh, tough.
Like,
did you do that challenge, though? Did you do that
challenge? No, that's why I had my wife stand in. Thank God. I had my beautiful wife stand in for the hot challenge.
Like, here comes the bullets.
That's just it. She was my meat shield with the hot. And she took it like a champ. She did a fantastic job.
Wow.
But I
hope you took her out to dinner for like a week. I swear.
She gets whatever she wants. She has to say no mind. And that's my ride or die. So she's good.
We got Michael here.
Chinese food.
We got Michael here. He says, my current rankings would be Classic Shields, Altar, ORM, Nawaz, and Great Custom Belts. I'm going to tell you what's wrong with that order.
Nawaz is too low.
Yeah, it's definitely low. Because if you look at the order that you're picking, you're going by
flip-flop Altar, and
Altar for Nawaz. I would flip Nawaz and Altar.
Yeah, that's where I would go.
This is my order. It would be Classic Shields, ORM, Nawaz. Classic Shields, ORM, Nawaz, then Altar belts, then Great Custom belts. Yeah. Because the order you have it in now is literally going by price. Classic Shields being the most expensive. Altar belts he thinks he's in the game of the price range. He quotes people. He's not. ORM is definitely flipped out around because I think there's nobody closer to Classic Shields than ORM, in my opinion. Nawaz, fabulous place, but the leather, even his upgraded leather. It's been 2 years since I started doing leather. I would have thought by the time I got here, Nawaz would have his game set. But he still has to work on his leather. Whew, time to wash that whiskey down with some beer. He still has to work on his Newcastle, guys.
Sorry, I was trying to get us an extra viewer. Hold on 1 second.
So, guys, that's how I would put. Out of those, I have to go Classic Shields, ORM, Nawaz, Altar, then Great Custom Belts. Yeah, we did have to get boots because they weren't making what we wanted in shop. But even though if they would have had the WWF on the Winged Eagle, on the IC title, and all that, they still don't get it right. I hate knowing that whenever I've taken any shot plates off of a strap, all I see is a void, a dip, a dome. You know what I mean? Hollowness behind the plates. I can't stand that. And whenever I have a set of plates from overseas, believe it or not, that's the closest you're going to get to Reggie. Because whether it's poor material, zinc, or whatever they use, it's still a metal plate. They still acid etched it. They're still doing things by hand, brother. It's the closest you're going to get. They're trying to follow the process. Some do it excellently, some do it very poorly. But you're still getting a belt in the same fashion that traditionally how they were made here in the United States. You know what I mean?
Now, this is going to sound really bad. This is off topic. What are we being broadcasted on YouTube?
YouTube. We are broadcasted on my channel, on my personal channel. We're being broadcasted on the Nerdcast channel. And we're also being broadcasted over our Facebook group, which is the Goat Society. So tell a friend, guys. Let them know. And Vinny agrees. He says, yes, toyish. Some look toyish. They do. The art looks very cartoonish. And we've said this even about other belts that makers have done, like some of the art. Yeah, I mean, I call them replicas. They're replicas. They're replicating the process of the actual belts. So that's why I call them replicas. They're not boots to me.
See, you can get so caught up in all the fucking hoopla of you're welcome, Platinum. You're fucking welcome.
Mike,
when a fat man describes a burrito, dude, it's a thing of fucking beauty. All right,
it is, man. Don't lie. But we got Facebook user says, so if y'all are making belts for folks, what playmakers are you sourcing currently? By the way, Mendoza, your leather is fuego. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Like I said, I have maybe 5 makers that I go to. Out of those 5 makers, I very rarely go to Nawaz, only because budget is a thing for people. Okay. Usually around tax time, that's when people go all out, and I can get them a lot of good stuff for good prices.
Hey, put up to the DB Tito's comment. Hey, this is my boy, bro. This is my brother from another mother.
DB Tito's, what's up, brother? What's going on?
This is my dude, David Brown. You know, this guy we've had plenty of adventures on. I'm telling you right now, we've had plenty of adventures on. Just want to give a shout out to the homie.
Shout out, brother. What's going on? Good to have you on, man.
Well, we got that honey proof going.
So back to this question. Here we go. As far as makers go, rarely Nawaz, but I go to Nawaz when I know that a customer needs to be 100% satisfied, and if they're a picky bastard. Honestly.
And his times aren't bad, though. His times aren't bad.
No. Lots of times I'll go to message him and say, hey, what do you got available in hand? And when he says he has something in hand, most of the time he's got it in hand. He'll send me pictures of all of it. Another maker that I'm starting to deal with is the maker from Great Custom Belts. He's doing very good. Orosha Belts. Very good. I showed you the crumb run.
You can't say Orosha Belts without saying shout out Gary Sutton. Sorry.
Yeah, shout out to Gary.
Hey,
Gary's boy, Gary's man.
I found Gary Sutton's doppelganger.
Really?
If you go on YouTube, right now. I swear to God, this isn't racist, so don't get mad. Go on YouTube right now and type in Coleon Noir.
What?
Coleon Noir. I found the lawyer doppelganger of
Gary Sutton.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna pull this picture right now because you're gonna fucking.
And Vinny asks, "What's your opinion on a Orosha plate crumb ring compared to the shooting plate?" Brother, I'm gonna tell you right now. It's better. At this point, it's probably the best crumb rind that's come across my hands, and I've had.
Hold on.
Oh damn, dude!
Is that not the doppelganger, the gun doppelganger of fucking Gary Sutton?
Somebody tell Gary his daddy got around. Cause look, he's got to get around. Guys, Orosha for me. Now I haven't had a Classic Shields crumb rind in my hands yet. I've seen the budget crumb rind. For the money, how can you waste your money on a budget crumb rind?
I'm gonna take my man Kevin Davenport's word for it. He had the Classic Shields crumb rind, and he has a C4 now, and he says there's just no comparison.
No comparison. That C4 is the be all end all of crumb rinds. It is. But let me tell you, that crumb rind Vinny has, that Orosha made one, is hands down the best crumb rind I've had come through here. Period. The size, the fit, the curvature, the rope border. Because a lot of these guys weld that rope border and the face is fine, but then the sides, all the welding is all sloppy, and you know what I mean. His rope order is clean, and a roadshow always seems to do the right thing with the hardware. Like, how many makers out there send you a belt, but they're not gold plating the snap sets? He's gold plating the snap sets, and even the screws on the back are gold plated. So you even want to have them exposed. They look really nice.
Hold on. We're 51 minutes into this motherfucker, Mendoza.
Already?
I haven't seen you drink. I need you to catch up, motherfucker. I'm already 100 proof glass in, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Look at you. You're like 3 sips in. You're like my wife. Because I'm gonna flip this shit 180 off this fucking hobby. We talk about this hobby enough.
We gonna change it.
Fuck it.
We're gonna change the podcast community. We're gonna take it by.
That's what we doing,
guys.
Hey, like I said, we fuck around to fuck around, and that's what we do. You know, we appreciate the followers, we appreciate the viewers, we appreciate you guys tuning in every motherfucking Wednesday.
Thank you.
Show your boy some love. I got my boy over here now watching and shit. I feel good, so I'm good.
Plus, our wives won't listen to us, so we need somebody. This is therapy. We need somebody to talk to, guys.
You know, my wife listens to me, but it's more like, "Hey, babe, what's going on?" And then she'll remember that she's not listening and click her headphone, and then be like, "Oh, well, what were you saying?" My boy's in Texas, and that's ultimately where I'm trying to be.
I'm so jealous of anybody that grew up in Texas and had some of that steak, had the good cooking, that Q out there.
Oh no, he's California born and bred, but then relocated to Texas like a wise man.
Oh, he's still. You know, me and my wife were talking about that the other night, relocating to Texas.
That's the ultimate place we're gonna end up. So it's in the cards, man. Oh, look at Ben Walker. Look at Ben Walker. Up from his nap.
Hey, you know what? I'm going to do Ben like he did me the other night. You late. You are late.
Look at him saying barbecue, bro. This motherfucker right here. This motherfucker right here. DB Tito's. Bro, best steak you'll ever have. This motherfucker can get down on the grill.
No kidding.
Like no other.
We gotta have him for a cookout. We gotta
right.
We gotta plan a little get together here, man.
But anyway, so I want to flip this. I want to flip this topic. We were talking about this earlier.
Grandpa is in the house.
I'm struggling to find good TV, right?
See, Ben wasn't playing around this week. I'm telling you, I saw his live. He was lit.
I'm gonna watch it with dinner.
Oh, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it because I was watching it. I was like, I'm glad I'm a leather guy and I'm not a maker of any kind. Holy shit, it's going down, you guys.
But to flip this, I'm struggling to watch TV because you know what? All this shit that's on TV right now is the exact same. I grew up in a time of, much like you guys, In Living Color, fucking just some unique shows. We had movies like Tropic Thunder where, you know, Robert Downey Jr. was doing blackface, and In Living Color where the Wayans were playing handyman and falling out a fucking window. And you look at all this shit that's on TV now is like, nobody's afraid to press the fucking button anymore and push the limit.
Nobody's pushing the limits.
I want that shit to be funny where I have to look around before I laugh to laugh. Because whether it's a black joke or whatever the joke is, I want to have to look first and laugh. I want those buttons to be pushed.
Yo! Damn.
You sound like my dog, bro.
Bro, little man, I showed little man to Tony the other day. I picked him up. I had to pick him up like this. because I hadn't put him on the show. He was this little the last time we saw him. Now I got to pick him up like this. Big boy now. He's growing.
My boy lost his growth spurt. See, that's the thing with Chappelle. Chappelle is that dude that I just love so much because he will go after anybody and everybody. But in 2024, we couldn't have a Tropic Thunder where somebody was doing blackface. We can't even have a White Little Mermaid. Like, it's fucking wild.
I'll tell you what. Things have changed because people have raised these damn kids soft. They want everybody to respect and read their minds. We're supposed to know what the hell you think you know you are. We're supposed to like the fact that you like wearing a damn dress or a wig, or that you're walking around with your wiener hanging out, but you're all of a sudden a female. And all this crazy shit in the world today. You know what I mean?
But then meanwhile, we can't have some raunchy jokes on TV. But then you got Nickelodeon dude doing that shit behind the scenes. You got P Diddy diddling everybody. Like, man, kills me.
Yeah, you did, Ben. Brother Ben.
I don't think a black man in 2024 is allowed to say going off the rails. I think there's something.
There's got to be some kind of rule now, and it probably started yesterday. But for sure, see, that's why you're sick. You know, this is one thing people don't understand. Whenever you get mad and you vent and you frustrate, that wears you down, man. Those stress levels wears you down and makes your body weak, makes you vulnerable, makes you sick. Catch a cold quicker and everything. Make you catch a case and get a number on a group.
Hey, that's true too.
You know what's nice though? And I don't want to jinx it, but I haven't heard nothing lately. Not that I know of anyways, unless I'm blocked. But no next about it. It's been nice and quiet.
About who?
What's that?
I'm drunk, so you gotta spill it. You gotta spell it out for me with the color crown.
I can't even. Oh, Belts Most Wanted.
Oh, Guido. Hi, Guido.
Guido.
What's going on, bro? You know,
so it's been quiet.
I let him be. Like, I understand the plight behind what he's trying to do. The execution's not what I would do, so I'm just like, all right, it's just not for me. So I'm just gonna let him be him. Bro, did you catch that earthquake in Japan? Again,
7.2, brother. 7.2. Damn.
That's fucking wild, dude. And my niece is going to Japan. I just found out. My niece is going to Japan on the 7th. She had to get her international driver's license because she's doing the Mario Kart fucking race around the city.
I heard about that. That's
dope.
That's just pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool.
Have you seen Iron Claw yet, Mendoza?
Yeah, man.
Oh,
and I watch that when I want to cry. When I want to cry in the dark corner by myself now.
Dude, speaking of crying, bro. As I get older, am I the only one that is the biggest bitch in the world that cries more now than ever before? Like, I fucking hate it in a sense, but I love it too. I don't know. It's weird.
You know when they used to say have a good cry every now and then?
Yeah.
You know what it is? And I think I can explain it. We're getting to a part in our life where we're finally understanding when our elders, when we were younger, used to say, when you get older, you're going to miss this. You don't understand this now, but you're going to miss this. Bro, we're at that stage in our lives where we remember all that. And we go, damn.
Dude, my wife for like 10 years would just be like, why don't you just go to the bathroom and take a shower and cry it out? I'm like, you're dumb. And now I'm in the shower. I'm like, you were right. Anyways, we're talking about Iron Claw. So
you gotta
Iron
make
Claw,
sure it's a hot shower or a cold shower to keep the swelling down.
I've watched that movie a bunch of times already. I don't understand the meaning of the coin when he's on the boat after he kills himself. And he has the coin, and he puts the coin down on the seat next to him in the boat. Is there some kind of meaning that I'm missing?
Well, you know how mythically they always say that you have to pay the ferry?
I did not know that, yeah.
You have to pay the ferry to get across. It's kind of a thing, and correct me anybody if I'm wrong on this, but supposedly, if you ain't got the coin to cross that ferry, it's because you got to go to the other way. You staying, you know what I mean? And, well,
I'm going to die and I'm going to be like...
I think that's why bums are always like, got any change? That's what... Those guys, I don't want to be rude about just...
So Platinum.
I think they never know when they're going to go. So they're like, spray change.
I haven't ugly cried yet, but
oh god,
I'm just getting this crying thing's a new thing. So like I'm just like fucking allergies.
Vinny, I know, and you know what? I get that, and it's good for us. It keeps us humble, keeps us closer to keep being human. And when I say human, is because a lot of us can do things in life.
No. I'm gonna kick back on you, Mendoza. How old's your oldest daughter?
She's 22 now.
Okay, so you've gone through the boyfriend thing.
Oh yeah.
So I'm just going through it now. My oldest daughter's 19. She's got her first like official boyfriend. And he's a nice kid. He's a dorky white kid. But my thing is right now is like where the tears come in is I'm the dad that's no longer needed anymore. Bro, I'm telling you, always on ready to ship. So I'm the dad that's like, my wife's like a little more like, I don't want to say lackadaisical, but she's a little more like not, I don't want to say not caring because she cares. So I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say is, but I'm the emotional one of, that's my baby. And now she's gone. She works and in college and I'm just like,
daughters hit differently for dads. They hit differently, and because we protect them all the time, and our boys, I have 4 boys and 2 girls.
I got nothing. 2 girls. And
here's the thing, with our boys, it's more like, hey, did you get that girl? Did you ask her for a date? Did you all right. Your boy falls to tell him, hey, stop your fucking crying. Get up. Come on, man. Hurry up. Get up. Get on. Don't cry. Nothing happened. Shake it off. And with our girls, it's differently. So it hits us differently, man.
But psychologically, it's so fucking weird. Because even in my dreams, right? My dreams went from like, I would have like these crazy ass dreams where like I was in the center of a mass shooting and I had to smoke like 2 people to fucking get out of there, right? To now, like I get home from work and my kid's crying on the couch and my wife's sitting there and like they're trying to figure out a way to tell me she's pregnant. then those are my nightmares now.
Oh, Vinny, we know what game you're playing, brother.
Right?
What was that movie where the guy would hang a tear in his eye and turn around and that's it? Hey, And he would get the girl in the bed. Oh god, I forgot what movie that is, but he had like a fake stick-on tear. Oh, that's hilarious, man. Vinny, come on. You're working your angle. Yeah, we do know. We do know the laws. We do know. And when we see our girl going out with homeboy, we already know. We got to give him that look.
But that's what I explained to him. I'm like, look, I don't in my mind think you at all can protect my daughter the way I'm going to protect her. But here's what I ask. If there's a situation where you can't, I'm the first motherfucker you call.
Exactly.
You call me like instantly.
Yeah.
And I'll respect you for that.
See, I've been working both ends here. I've been drinking beer, drinking my drink. It's a trip, man. Guys, we're at the hour and 6. Just want to stop real quick and say thanks for sticking with us. Like, share, subscribe, recommend us to a friend. Share us, guys. It doesn't cost anything. Put a like on that, biatch. We're here for you guys, man.
Yeah, generally there's a third party, but he was a little too good tonight, so
there's a what?
A third party.
Third party.
A third person.
Kind of forgot that even happened here anymore.
He was living his he's more of a fill-in because he's scared of the hobby getting changed by this new podcast. So I think he's trying his best to recruit himself to another podcast. Sad.
All I know is I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be here with my boy. I'm glad to be here with all you guys to share what we got to share, man. WrestleMania.
Ooh.
WrestleMania. Guys, I need good ideas. How do I call off for 2 days of work? Saturday and Sundays. COVID. Really? These days, I hate to say it like this, but in this day and age, COVID, is that even a thing anymore? You can be off for a few days.
Well, the new thing out is Influenza A.
Oh.
My sister had it, put her in the hospital. So
I'm afraid, I'll tell you this is the thing with me. I'm afraid of karma big time. Like, I can lie. Like, I could have been at work yesterday lying about my butthole hurts because I got like hemorrhoid flaring up, and then wake up today with a big ass hemorrhoid. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm scared of that. So I try not to mess with it as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But no, I'm super excited for WrestleMania this weekend.
Maybe good.
I think it's gonna have a lot of twists and turns.
What's up, brother? Good to have you on here. Stomach virus. That's not a bad one. See, what's good about that one is not a lot of people use it. People are always saying, "Oh, I had a fever," or I was even thinking of saying I threw my back out.
Are you too much of a proudful man to shit yourself? Just throwing it out there. It depends on your level of commitment. That's all it does.
Yeah, I work Saturday and Sunday. Damn it. Platinum says, tell me your girl got extra freaky and the nipple clamps turned. Oh, God. You guys. Diarrhea. I don't know. It just kind of like goes along the lines of what Ethan just said, that how's my pride? You know what I mean? What's my level? You know what I mean?
You are Mexican. You could say you never knew your dad and he just surfaced and you're going to spend the weekend with your dad.
Oh, and I've got that down. Believe me, I got that down. I've got the whole back thing going. I'll walk in there smelling like fresh Bengay right before I walk in to put some patches. The thing is, it's hard for them to buy it because I'm off on Mondays. So they're going to be like, he took Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off.
2 days are more believable than if you're just going to do it Sunday. It will look less believable, but if you did it Saturday and Sunday, it makes it more believable.
Man. You know what, guys? What do you guys think about that whole damn thing? Is he going to finish his story? I say no.
I think somehow Damian Priest ruins it.
I think Damian Priest is going to cash in. He's either going to cash in on the U.S. title because, very interesting, Logan Paul, Randy Orton, and who else is in that?
Hold on. Jason's on to something. More importantly, what time do you work Saturday?
I go in at 5.
So you show up about 4:30 and you show up sickly. You're trying to put your best foot forward. You may miss a half hour of Mania, but then that sets you up for Sunday because then they can vouch that you were sick on Saturday and that rolls you into Sunday because you tried to be a team player.
You know what? You might be right, because either way, nobody wants to watch anything but like the main matches. Let's be honest. When it comes to Mania, what are the real matches we care about? Because the rest of the matches, we're getting up to go get food, getting our drinks, taking a piss, on the phone with other people, on Facebook to see what they're doing, until those last 2 main matches hit. Then we don't want to be bothered.
Yep.
So yeah, maybe I want to show up and go home sick, or maybe better, maybe I have a slip and fall at work.
Ooh.
Look, being sick, faking sick, is a hell of a talent in its own when it comes to work. I've seen some of the best. They've got me. I've seen my buddy used to rub the shit out of his eyes so they got super red and keep telling them that he had to go home. And it worked, man. I've seen some stuff. No way.
Yeah, but maybe if he does get sick, we go a little live on a Saturday night after Mania and kind of hash this out. But I don't want to run into spanning the globe time.
Oh yeah,
those guys are hardcore.
Yeah. What I think about Mania is with Cody, I think that it's going to go one or the other way. Night 1. Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins win night 1. Cody goes on to WrestleMania, loses to Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns gets into it with The Rock because they lose to Seth and Cody because of The Rock's fault. So that starts a new rivalry for SummerSlam or next WrestleMania for Roman to get into it with Rock, possibly.
What if you spin that a little bit and so The Rock and Roman get into it? Rock gives Roman the old fucking rock bottom. Damian Priest comes out and cashes in.
Ooh,
Roman loses the title. I just want Roman to lose the title. That's my only goal.
Or it could go this way. Night 1, Cody and Seth lose miserably to The Rock and Roman Reigns, which brings in the rules of the bloodline for night 2, and against impossible odds of all kinds of people interfering, Cody gets it. Cody gets it, right? It could go either way in that way.
Does it count for Cody completing his story if he beats Rock or Roman, wins the title, and then loses it 5 minutes later? Like Yokozuna did in WrestleMania 9 to Hulk Hogan?
See, the thing is this. Cody doesn't want the World Heavyweight Championship. He wants the title that ties in the lineage all the way back to the Winged Eagle. That's why he wants the network logo. No, I know he's not going to lose, and that's because he's not going to lose until he surpasses a certain amount of days as champion. Once that happens, then they're going to drop it. They're going to drop it. But they want to cement. What I think is that with these generations, these new generations, before there wasn't a person who didn't know who Hulk Hogan was. Now it's about 50%, I think. Nobody remembers who Dusty Rhodes was. Nobody remembers who... Nobody knows who Morocco was. Nobody knows who what's this guy's name? Panetta was. There's a lot of these names that nobody knows these days. And when I say nobody, I mean newcomers. They don't know who they are. So they have to bring all that record holder stuff current. They have to bring it, make it current now to keep it going for the future. So yeah, Roman's going to win. He's definitely not going to lose the title. I just want to see how they're going to disappoint all the fans. That's all. I just want to see in what way they're going to disappoint everybody. They're going to give a lot of people heartbreak. Mama Rose going to get that belt.
But is that the cliffhanger we leave it off on?
There's always SummerSlam. SummerSlam is the second biggest event of the year. But I think they're trying to set it up this year for WrestleMania so that SummerSlam is just as big. You know what I mean? No, I don't know sure. Because they're still on strike, right? That's why he's right now at WWE because all the Writers Guild they're all on strike, man. And that right there, brother, you hit it on the nail. It's entertainment. It's like watching a good soap opera. You know what I mean? And if we learn anything from soap operas, the villains are always ahead forever. Until the very end, everybody gets their happy story. But at the same time, WWE has to see who's got the following, who has the natural ability to carry the company on. Because as much as we hate Roman Reigns, we love to hate him so much that we have to tune in all the time to see when he's going to lose this thing. That's just the reality.
And I think that's where we end it until we find out. Come Saturday, Sunday night.
Saturday, Sunday night. If I'm too sick from work, we'll definitely do a live reaction video live.
I think that's a must if you're definitely too sick to go to work.
No, definitely not going back to the bloodline. If anything, honestly, I think Jimmy will come out of the bloodline after those two guys have their match. They might reunite again as the most dominant tag team and go after the titles now. We could see a big story change between them from now to SummerSlam, for sure. I don't know. Dirty Dom, as much as we hate him, as much as he's a weak link, like we think, he has got a lot of heat on him.
I think he's in a good place.
Man, people love to get loud. As soon as he grabs a mic, that's another guy that people are learning to love to hate. You know what I mean? And it's only going to get worse because if I'm not wrong, I think, is Mysterio going to fight him again?
That was the rumor. I don't know if it's confirmed or not.
I think it's going to be a tag team thing. I'm not sure, but maybe it is. So yeah, maybe. Who knows? No. And you know what? I don't know who is Gunther fighting for the title.
Was it LA Knight?
No way. Not LA Knight. I think LA Knight is fighting AJ Styles, that's kind of like a hot dog break match. You know what I mean? Get up and go to the store and go get yourself some dip and chips and come back home type of match.
Sami Zayn.
Oh no. Sami Zayn can't carry that title. He's just a jackass character for me. He can't do it. Gunther retains on that one. Kev, what's up, brother? What's up?
What up, brother?
Kevin Davenport on here, man. What's up, brother? No, come on, Rob. Sami Zayn. Even his music, his entrance music is whack for me. I can't. Mike, you too. I hope that ring general slaps the beard off his ass. Chops the beard right off his ass. Can't do it. Okay. So it is a tag match. It is going to be a tag match. Okay.
Yeah.
The other guy's not important. But see how you can remember Dom's name, but you can't remember the other guy's name? He's relevant. He's up there.
But I think, it's going to be good, and I think this Mania is going to be probably one of the best Manias we've had in a while. So I'm stoked to look forward to it, and like I said, hopefully you're sick enough to go live.
Okay, gotcha. Mike says, I'm not saying I'm going for Sammy. Was just answering that who's Gunther is wrestling. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how the span of the globe goes 2+ hours.
The ring general has set the bar. He really has. He's a tough ass. I've seen the welts he leaves on these guys. He puts an ass whooping. I mean, I don't know how it goes down, but he must be like right before the match. Listen. I don't know how you wrestle with these other fools, but me and you gonna do some damage. You're gonna open up your chest. You're gonna take some damage, and I'm gonna take some damage. But we're gonna sell the shit out of this. Cause that's how I would be. There's no way I could be in pro wrestling like that or entertainment. I mean, I remember back in the days when I was in high school, and guys used to be like, "I want that. Let's go behind the bathrooms right now," and we go out there and wow, duke it out for fun. It can't be any harder than that for wrestling. I mean, the backflips onto the ring has got to be a bigger toll on your body. But to take some more realistic hits to the face, chops, and all that, I'm down for that. I am. Kevin says, Sammy looks like the guy taking tickets.
That's funny.
Oh, Kevin, I couldn't agree more, dude. I can't agree more. He's a bit moody at the door, right? If you don't have exact change. Dude, that's right on the money. That's right on the money. Oh man, brother, I couldn't do 5 hours. But sometimes when it comes just naturally, I'm good with that. I can do that. He does have that feel, man. It is very punishing, and he has a method to his madness. If you notice, his matches are paced. He brings down the pace to his pace, where he is putting a beat down, rolling them. It's not a rush through the match. You know what I mean? Makes a good match. He does, brother. He really does. Guys, we're at 1 hour 26 minutes, well beyond our nap times.
Ain't that for sure? Leave Sammy alone.
I don't know if that's part of his religion, dude, but the beard has to go. It does have to go. I think he needs an image upgrade. A few changes here and there to make him look just a little more badass. But I still look at him and see the guy that did his gimmick on the wheelchair with his little army hat. I really do, man. I mean, come on. Jeez, what are you going to do? Guys, thanks for accompanying us. We're going on 1 hour 30. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for your input today. Thank you for joining us, having a few laughs today with us. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Share us in your groups on Facebook, on YouTube. Recommend us to a friend, just not your kids. Guys, we will see you on the next one. On my behalf, I'm going to say God bless everybody. Take care. I appreciate every one of you guys, okay? Because Sammy does look like he needs them coins to get across that river when he gets there. For sure. For sure. Guys, for my team member, I'm going to say we are out. See you on the next one, Ethan. My boy is out. My boy is out. I'm out of here, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Okay? God bless everybody out there. Be at peace. Live in peace. Hope to see you guys on the next one. If God willing. And again, guys, quick recap. Please. Pick your makers right. No more full money up front. Have a good cry in a hot shower. Be creative. Be sick. Call out at work. Everybody deserves a good, unbothered, unmolested 2 nights of WrestleMania. We gotta pitch in together and get some change to get Sammy a new look. Okay? And hopefully, maybe, we get to see Cody finish his story. Because we got to satisfy all the Cody crybabies. So guys, I'm out of here. Have a good night. We are gone. We're gone. I wish I had one of those Good Neighbor songs to sing out like Mr. Rogers. But I don't. So guys, the best I can do for you is God bless and good night. Out of here.